Good morning, gentle people. Today is December 6th, and if it's your birthday, happy birthday. Let's see what messages pop out for you today. What is the message for today, December 6th? What is the message for today? Oop, there it goes. I see one right here. It says sea sponge. Sea sponge. And intelligence. Intelligence. Okay. You're walking around without a sense of purpose, without a sense of belonging, without a sense of expression. Oops, hold on. The sea sponge is an animal that doesn't have a brain. That's why I say that you're walking around without a sense of belonging, without a sense of purpose, and without a sense of expression. You're just existing. Getting taken along the way by anything and everything. We need some grounding. It says here, as the candle burns out, the light goes out too. What does that mean? That means that you are overworking yourself. You're overdoing it in every aspect. And you're burning out on both ends of the candle. You need grounding. You need a sense of belonging. You need a sense of purpose. And you need a sense of expression. How do we do this? Well, we're going to be smart about it. Okay? We're going to go deep into the meanings of these things. When your work does not feel satisfying, that work is not for you. And yes, I know we live in a society where we have to make so much money, X amount of dollars for other people to make us feel successful. But that's not so. Success is when you feel fulfilled here in your heart. When you feel fulfilled here in your heart, that is success. You need to find work, preferably with your hands, preferably where you're actually moving physically, to make you feel fulfilled and have purpose. A sense of belonging, wherever your heart feels that it can sing, where it can express itself however it feels like, and you feel safe. That is a sense of belonging. Generally, we tend to feel that it needs to be our family, and it isn't always so. Sometimes the family you choose is your family, not necessarily the family you were born into. Your family that you were born into was your portal into this third dimension plane of existence that we live in, so that you could experience life. They were the portal. But you don't always have to remain at the portal. Or when you walk into your house, do you just stand at the threshold at the door? No. You walk in and then you go explore the rest of the house. Or likewise out of your house. If you go through that portal, you're outside, and you don't just stay at your front door to observe the world around you. No, you go out and you explore. So your family as your portal doesn't mean you have to stay there. You go and make your own family. Either traditionally by getting married or by joining groups, a book club. I have a book club where every day in the evenings around 10:30 or 10 o'clock, it usually ends around 10:30, 11. We go and we explore, and some days we read the books, and some days we just share what's on our mind. And it's a safe space where we can share, and that is a sense of belonging. Join a garden club. Join. Listen here. Join a gun club. That shit's fun. That shit's fun. No one's saying guns are wrong here. Guns are fun when you use them in the right way. And that can be another place where you can belong and feel a sense of belonging. A sense of expression. How do you gain that? Intelligently. Well, if you like to speak, start a podcast. Even if you don't like to speak, start a podcast, because if you need to express yourself, how else can you do it? You can start singing. You could join a choir. That's a sense of expression. You could paint the way I do. This is my sense of expression. I express myself in this way. I express myself in sharing these messages with these cards with you. I also express myself making AI music and my other channel, Rock Candy Music. That's how I express the way I interpret Odu. Right? The Odu and the signs that come from the shells. I express my interpretation of each sign through a song, through a painting. And you need to find your sense of expression. If it's cooking, and that's how you express yourself, you need an outlet so that you're not walking around senselessly without a brain. Just being yourself, be led anywhere. We're not even talking about how you got here. We're talking about how you get out of here. Out of this being senselessly burned at two ends. Having your light snuffed out. Now that I've explored some ways in which you can get out of that, let us do something practical right now. Let us take a lettuce bath. How do we do that, Raquel? You scrub some lettuce between your hands like this in a basin of water until the water turns green. You remove the plant matter and then you bathe. You throw that water from the top of your head to the bottom. So it can cleanse your aura of all of this senselessness, this mindlessness. Then we'll light a candle to our ancestors on our ancestor table, and we give thanks for them having removed all of this negativity that's around us. I hope this helped you in some way. I'm going to bring it out again. Here it is. My calendar. Oops, this way. My 2026 calendar. You could find it on abukenke.art, and this has 14 of my paintings. This one is Amor Tóxico, that came out in a video. It came out in a video by Cloud, where she was singing her song Detox. And this one you already know. You already know this one. This one is called Fearless Speaking. What I'm doing now. Expressing myself the way that this reading today has asked you to express yourself in one way or another. I hope this served you. Please walk in joy. Know that this place is sacred, divine, and special just because you're here. And I truly appreciate you spending time with me here. Ashe.